Welcome back to the LMS World Champs here in Cape Town. We've got a rescheduled game going on here between New York Thunderbolts from New York and the Kamikaze Bumblebees. And we're from local team from Cape Town here at the beautiful Gary Curson Oval. Team's just getting ready now. Bowlers ready to go. Batsman taking his guard. And we're about to get underway very shortly. So if you're watching here, welcome. Here on LMS TV 4. So Matthew Dixon on strike and Dharmesh Patel with ball in hand here. Dharmesh just moving his fielders around slightly here on LMS TV 4. First ball now and starts to the wide. Dharmesh slow out the hand, trying to shape the ball away from the right-handers. So the breeze has just dropped off a little here. It's, by Cape Town standards, a pretty still day. Beautiful Table Mountain off to our right. Another wide there. Batson shuffled across a little bit, but still hanging it well outside. So of course this is not a rematch because they didn't complete their match earlier, but there was similar to the South Africa Zimbabwe game in the T20 World Cup. Kamikaze Bumblebees were well ahead of the game when the rain unfortunately came. With only 4 overs goes, that one's clipped up in the air top edge, but it's going to trickle away. Keeper going down there, but it looks like it might just... Nope, he's pulled it inside, but good running. Herring back there for the third. So 7 off the first 3 balls here. Sorry, 7 off the first 2. The first one was a wide. 1 run and re-bowled in the second wide of the overs. 3 runs in last man stands. So we've got Willem Esterhazen taking strike. Apologies if that pronunciation isn't quite right. He solidly punches into the covers for a single. And they're coming back for 2. Great running there. I'd given that up as a single, but really good. And they're going to get a third slight fumble from the keeper. So great running here from the Bumblebees. They've turned what should have really been a single into a 3. So Thunderbolts under a little bit of pressure here. So this is a must win for both these teams, essentially a playoff game. Whoever wins this will go through into the cup finals, and whoever comes second will be into the plate competition. Down the wicket, inside edge, and that's going to go away down to fine leg. A very pleasant day, morning here in Cape Town. A little bit of a breeze, sun trying to break through. On short and doesn't quite get up, but just skids through into the thigh pad and be a single. So Raj Mahabe into the attack now. He's the off spinner. Bowled nicely yesterday against Masagami. The Thunderbolts took a little bit of tap against the world's #1 side, but they bowled quite well at the start of the innings. They restricted well from the one end. It was just, saw some fireworks towards the back half, but new day, new pitch, so we go again. One's a little short there, sits up and banged away into the gap for 4 in towards the kids at the Cricket Academy there. So a big job for that fielder at Cow Corner. He's protecting the lives of about 40 children over there. So Bumblebees were about 37 for naught when the rain came, so off about 4 overs. That's a nice ball there from Mahabe, just a bit of air. And a solid leave from Wilhelm. So 16 for naught here, 1.2 overs gone. Tossed up again, ooh, and gets the outside edge. Taking the pace off and tossing up is working well here for Raj. Wilhelm looks a little bit tentative against the spin. It's a common thing amongst the South African batsmen, even in international cricket. The spinners come and they don't know what to do. So good matchup this. Wilhelm up against Mahabe. So Hendrik, the Western Province franchise owner for Last Man Sands, just said it reminds me of the Darryl Cullen and Shane Warne matchup. So they're just discussing the power play here, whether they're going to take it or not. So I think this is a good tactic. If you can keep it one side of the wicket, it does expose the leg side boundary. But if you can keep it hanging outside the off stump, pace off, then they can protect that, get the backward point, deep cover, long off. So short third man is a deep point, just behind square, offside sweeper, and then long off, and they've got long on and then a deep mid wicket, so big gaps to the leg side. So Mahabe needs to keep it outside off. He does that here. That's good bowling here by Thunderbolts, good tactics. So the first 4 overs and the last 2 overs of the innings, you can have 4 fielders on whichever side you prefer, but the rest of the innings you've got to have 3-3. So 21 for naught now after 2. So if you're joining us, drop us a comment if you're watching on YouTube, or feel free to share the game with your mates. This is essentially a knockout match for these teams for the cup competition. So going at 10 and over here. So we were discussing before, but last game Sagami got 168. I felt that was a little under par, but that's not great from Dharmesh. I was well down the leg side. It was almost down the leg side on the next wicket over. The keeper couldn't get across, and it's run away for 5 wides. So Thunderbolts just need to tighten up a little here. It's a big game, but just relax, take your time, hit your spots. Oh, and he's got the yips now. Oh, and that's a nice ball from Mahabe, just shaping in slightly there. So I'm looking forward to watching Viral Parekh bowl. There was rave reviews from Neil McKenzie. He said his action reminded him of Sreesanth with his strong wrist. Nice again from Dharmesh, just shaping in slightly, but good line, starting just outside off stump. And again, and Amit Saxena will come around and collect it long on. So great to have the New York Thunderbolts guys here. They've travelled a long way. A big appeal there for LBW. I think the batsman's taking it in the undesirables there. So he's just might need a little bit of water and a count. So I've just watched this back in the DRS review. It was umpire's call for pitching, umpire's call for impact, and umpire's call for whether it was hitting the stumps. Also umpire's call if there was an inside edge on that as well. So we're going to stick with the umpire. Just looking at some other games here. Layla Cricket Club 86 for 2 after 8.2. And 3 short. Got Black Eagles right after they want them. 1, 3, 4 for 6 after 17. So it's really be great if the 3 short guys could get a win there. Oh, great effort there.
Good bowling, good bowling.
Oh, that's a dangerous shot. He's picked the man and well taken out there. Just sat up across the line off middle stump. He hit it cleanly. He was just only 2 men on the leg side and he's picked one of them out. And well held out there. So that's the first breakthrough.
Good catch, Manu. Slow. If he's slow, the banker mark it. They need to. It's okay. It's short, man.
So Matthew Dixon. Caught by Manu Sharma, bowled Raj Mahabe for 10 off 7. So 30 for 1 now after 3.2, the Bumblebees. And the Thunderbolts are a little bit loose to start, but they're into the rhythm now. So I think it's good tactics here. It's the last over of the power play, so just hanging it outside off. I'm a little bit straighter. Dixon saw the opportunity, crossed the line, and he's picked out the fielder. So now we've got the skipper in, Jamie Ferreira, the left-hander, so they're just adjusting tactics now. They're just going back to the conventional 3-3. Got the long off, almost got a short third man there, and deep cover field, so a big gap at point. Lefties normally like to cut. That's where this one goes into the gap out there, off the front foot though, and just a single. So nice bowling this here from Raj. Right-hander Wilhelm on strike now, and tossed up, nicely driven out, but just for the single. They're looking for 2, they're not going to come back. Good fielding, probably the right call there. They don't need another wicket now. So Ferreira sitting leg side is with the breeze for him. It's got to have pitched outside leg, that one. Tough for Raj to get an LBW there, bowling over the wicket to the left-hander. If it's turning, it's going away. If it's not, it's got to have pitched outside. So Black Eagles 152 for 6 over in that game after 18 against 3 short. Lila Cricket Club have brought up the 100 against Turling Pandas. And Kamikaze Bumblebees here on Gary Kirsten Oval. A 32 for 1 after 4. So if you're watching, drop us a comment. It'd be great to hear from you. I'll try and bring up the comment section on my phone here and see if who's there. Nicely pushed out by Wilhelm. A big match here. Whoever wins this through to the cup finals, and the loser will go into the plate division. We saw the LMS World #1 team Masagami. They look very strong in the previous game up against the weakest link from Pakistan. They call the weakest link, but actually not that bad if I'm honest. So got some handy players, but it's always tough when you're playing the likes of Masagami. They've got some superb cricketers.
Okay.
And one short and banged away, and that's going to be 4 into the mid-wicket gap and away into the kids coaching clinic over here in the nets on Gary Kirsten Oval. Oh, that's well bowled there. Ujesh Kalara, they come back for 2. Ferreira's dropped his bat, but they make it home comfortably. It's always a great thing to see in cricket as a batsman running without their bat between the wickets. It always looks so awkward. So Viral Parekh here, just giving some instructions. We've got that man. Yeah, I think that's better. It's far too fine. They get him to deep backward square. Can plug that gap. Nice looking shot into the covers, but good running here by the Bumblebees. Ooh. Ujesh couldn't collect cleanly. It would have been tight. The umpire's in a great position to make that decision. Unfortunately, didn't collect cleanly. And this is great running from the Bumblebees, putting the Thunderbolts fielders under some pressure. So 42 for 1 here after 5. Wilhelm on 30 off 17. Jamie Ferreira just faced the 3 balls and he's on 2. Now it's going to be Viral Parekh. Neil McKenzie was watching on the balcony last night in the Sagami v Thunderbolts game, and he was very impressed by Viral's action. Just getting the field right. The 2 men, I don't know if he's going to bowl short or what, but they've got a fine leg and a deep backward square. So it says to me they're going to into the wicket, but in the offside field they've got the cover and the long off. So I'm not really sure what line he's going to bowl here, and that one's a wide. Shape the ball away from the lefty here. So I'm not sure about this field. Not sure about this field for the left-hander, but the right-hander on strike now, so we'll see what they do. So for the right-hander, they've got deep square leg, a mid-wicket who's kind of in no man's land, just floating there, not stopping a single, not saving the boundary either. They've got long on, long off, deep point, and a third man. So into the wicket, outside off. I imagine. That one's a bit straight. Going down leg though. Missing leg stump by a long way, that one. But enthusiastic appeal nonetheless. So going to be difficult for Parak to get an LBW here. He's shaping the ball down the leg side. Parak into bowl here. Down leg again. So great bowling here by Parak, hitting the pads, 2 balls in a row here. Just needs to straighten his line up and he might be a chance with the umpire.
On the toes, man.
So a lot of appeals for LB here, but they're all missing leg stump by quite a distance, but it's good to see the spirit. And Parak bowling big induckers here, but very good bowling. Just tucking up Esterhazen for room. Yeah, this is superb here, great length. So this is the line of length that Parak needs to be hitting for this field. He's got the third man, the deep point, and the long off. I'm still a bit unsure about this man at floating at mid-wicket here, but could be wrong. He could get a catch soon. Final ball of Parak's first over. That's a great first over there from Parak. Just the 2 off it. So Bumblebees now 44 for 1 after 6. That over, just bring the score back a little here. Back onto 7s. I think the Thunderbolts will be hoping for a score around there. Anything 140, I think they'll be happy with. That's under par, if you ask me. 160 is probably around par. Ujesh Kalara into the attack again. There's off spin. And Jamie Ferreira, I think he's probably thinking 1 or 2 boundaries in this over, if I'm honest. They just add a little impetus to the innings after a tight last over from Viral. That's nice work there. Keeps it to 1.
प्रेशर में उज्जेश वो 5 डॉट बॉल खाए उसने प्रेशर में वो है
Just moving the fielder slightly here, just moving the long on round a little. That's a nice shot out into the covers, but that man's well placed and takes care. Another single. The left-hander back on strike, so innings just meandering along at a little at the minutes. There's field adjustment every ball with the left hand, right hand. The keeper's adjusting and we'll get that. So the Thunderbolts from New York up against the Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town. Ferreira uses feet and pushes that one into mid-wicket. We're just turning the screw a little here. Boundaries have been hard to come by since the first couple of overs. Tossed up, and Esterhazy tries to go off the back foot, but just staying a little low, and well taken by the keeper. Definitely inside those wide lines though, but Wilhelm just putting a little pressure on the umpire, letting him know that he's thinking about it. And that's the Yorker there. So superb, another tight over. 0 for 13 off 2 overs for Ujesh Kolara, well bowled pal. As Wilhelm Esterhazy, I think he was about 31 off 17, now he's up to 31 off 25, so just slowed up a little here. And Viral Parekh, he's almost doing what Tremlett used to do for England when they won the World Cup in 2019. In the middle overs, just coming, hitting a hard line of length, trying to bowl 2-3 dot balls and over and apply some pressure. That looks pretty plumb, that one. Ferreira going across his crease. It was full and straight from Viral, and it hit him pretty plumb in front. The umpire had no hesitation in getting the pointer up. And Jamie Ferreira, the skipper, on his way LBW to Viral Parekh for 6 off 7. So Bumblebees 47 for 2 now after 7.1, so just in a little bit of bother. Need to rebuild and try and get a total on the board. 130, 140 thereabouts.
बॉलर को जरा स्पेशल फील्डिंग लगानी होती है राइटी लेफ्टी के हिसाब से. पीछे से बाउंड्री से रहे. ये रहा, मिस मत करियो.
So the new batsman here is Jan Radaman. Number 4. Just bringing up some of his stats here. He's played 24 LMS games, averaging 44, with a strike rate of 188 with a high score of 55. So he's no slouch with the bat. Can he do it on the big stage here at the World Champs? Another LBW appeal. Nearly had one LB appeal and a delivery here from Viral. That one was far too high. So Esterhazy, he's the key here. 31 off 25. If he can get to his 50, even if it's off 40 balls, that's fine. Just gets you a 50. Give the team the extra option. Take some pressure off. Oh, geez, that's a good delivery there from Viral. Full, and it's just ducking in late. He's got a great snappy wrist action. The ball just tailing in. Decent speed as well from a height, so hard to pick up. Parekh in again, shaped in again, and same result. Goes between bat and legs and just inside leg stump. This is superb bowling via Viral. He's not the quickest bowler at this tournament, but he's been one of the most effective. Just that wrist and that shape. He's got poor Wilhelm in all sorts here. 1 for 3. 1 ball in his second over remaining. You can just straighten it up here a little bit. There's a chance of getting leg stump. And he goes again. Oh, and that's unlucky. It's the same ball. This one does take the inside edge though and runs away for 4. This is superb bowling by Viral Parekh, but just very, very unlucky in the 4 runs. But just the 7 he's been for in 2 overs now. One for 7 off 2. And the Bumblebees 52 for 2 after 8, so they'll be looking to get to the turn at around 65, I imagine, and then hopefully no more wickets down, then they can maybe push it around for 4 or so overs and then look to accelerate from around the 15th. As Kalara's back into the attack, so we still haven't seen the 5th bowling option yet for the Thunderbolts. As Viral's coming back towards long off now, superb 2 overs. Don't know how he didn't have 3 bowls in that over. So tossed up there from Kalara.
Good one, Uji.
And well stopped. He shook his hand there. But, hopefully it's not too bad. Looks okay. Continues. This is good partnership bowling here. Ujesh is not leaving anything loose. Oh, geez, that's a risky shot there from Jan. But good running. That's where the Bumblebees. So Paul Roux it is, who looks like he's carrying a bit of a hamstring injury there. Henry Minar is in at number 7. They'll be looking to get Jan back as quickly as possible here. So probably free license for Paul Roux. He's just taking his guard now. Going for the hammer in the bail tactic. So Jan Radaman hit some lofty 6s, smashed the window here at on the Basil Cruz Pavilion. So the 6th bowler now for the Thunderbolts, Amit Saxena. They could move, I think they need the extra seamer. They can't bowl any more spin. Guys hitting with the breeze to the short side. Here at Gary Curson Oval, try and close that leg side off and make the bowl hard length outside off stump. Make the guys work it down, although they've got no 3rd man, so potentially pretty risky there. Anything off the bat is basically going to be 4 down to the 3rd man boundary. As we say it, it happens. There's a big hoik across the line. Running away here. Just inside the boundary. There's going to be 2 though. Ooh, and a good first touch. Well, interesting first touch there from Amit. Keeps it to 2. Oh, he's chopped on. So the bowling change has brought the wicket. Amit going full outside off. Little bottom edge there from the batsman, Paul Roux, and he's chopped in down onto his off stump. So another wicket falls here for the Bumblebees. They're 1-2-7 for 4. It's going to be Jarkko Venter now. Number 8. So the Thunderbolts will be looking to keep it tight here. They're probably slightly nervous about Jan coming back in. 50 off 14 balls. Hanging outside off stump. Look to bowl plenty of dot balls. Oh wow, first ball there from Jarkko. Big sixer, half volley on middle. If that's a delivery you want, first ball, that's it. And he goes dump. So we said they're just trying to keep it tight and keep Jarkko in there. And keep Jan Rademan back in the hut where he belongs, but it's not worked here. First ball 6. So great shot there from Jarkko. And Henry Minna on strike now. And Raj Mahabe, this is a matchup that we could be risky here for the Thunderbolts. Raj has bowled well, but the off spinner, the guy's hitting to the short side. I think they'll be eyeing this up as a big over here. I'm going to make an early call here and say this over's going for over 15. Tossed up. Oh, and he looked to slap it, but just off a little bit inside edge. Runs away for a single. Excuse me, just losing my words momentarily here. So Jarkko Venter 6 off 1. Can he go 12 off 2? Raj won't be giving him much fight, I don't think. Oh gee, he's gone a lot of flight. And it's back. Oh wow, what a catch! That's unreal! Unbelievable catch there. Amit Saxena just stuck the big right juke out at the long off boundary. And we said that we weren't sure if they were going to take these catches here. They wanted to keep Jan in the hut, but I guess he was 6 off 1, so you got to get rid. Stuck the big right juke up, and he's clung that. What a catch, Amit. That's one for the top 10 moments. I hope we got it on film. That's one of the better catches we've seen here at the tournament. The big right hand. The coach from the Cricket Academy is just going around, see if he can sign him up for fielding session later in the day. So Jan, the only issue is now they've got to bowl to Jan Rademan, who's hit a 14 ball 50. Oh, that man again, where's the left hand? Oh, just on the one hop. So 51 off 15 now for Jan. Henry Minna at the other end, 6 off 6. Apologies if my Afrikaans pronunciations aren't great. I'm just making up as I go along. I don't think there should be much fight in this ball, but you never know. Oh, it is tossed up, and it's going to be... Oh no! So the fielding's just gone from the penthouse to the other end of the scale. Unbelievable catch from Amit at long off one-hander with the big right mitt, and then unfortunately Viral Parekh has just dropped a soda there. So Jan Rademan across his crease to the leg side, pumps it straight, and that man Amit again. Oh, this one he's put down. He should have gone one-handed again. What's going on here? 2 and 2 balls. Raj Mahaba is not going to be happy. He should have had 3 wickets in the over. Absolute screamer. And then a sitter and then a difficult chance. Jan hit it very cleanly. But he could have just about broken a rib there. It stumped him in the chest and tricked it away for 4. So chest control not great there from Amit, and now just to rub salt in the wound, the skipper said, right, maybe you have to go bowl now. So this over could take some stick, but he's only got himself to blame. Henry Minnow on strike. Into the wicket, nicely chopped away to the offside. Will they look for 2? They do. The fielder just meandered in there a little bit and slow to pick up, and they took him on, and it's a long throw out there and comfortably home. So Minnow on strike again. 9 off 8. Saxena ball in hand, and they're just bringing. Oh, no, sorry, they thought they'd bring the field up, but they just. Kids have knocked the ball on here. They're just rightfully picking it up and tossing it back. Oh, and that's long, high and handsome, and another 6 runs for the Bumblebees. So Minnow and Radaman just going bang, bang, bang. Should have both been back in the hut. The Bumblebees are swarming here. Into the wicket again. Oh, that one goes between the stump and the batsman. The keeper manages to get a glove on it, but fumbles it, but no chance for the single. As the ice cream man just comes around here behind us with the cowbell. You can see Savo salivating at the thought of a nice magnum. Need to think of an S ice cream there. Would have been some great alliteration. Oh, and this one could be 6 again. Fielder going back. Oh, and another drop catch. Geez, that's 3 in the last 7 or 8 balls. He stopped it from going for a boundary, but the boys are going to be bruised and battered out there. Radaman on strike. Nice. Respected. There could be 2 if they push hard here, but they're not going to. Kind of just a bit of a lull in proceedings. That one just pushed into the covers, and they could have gone for 2. Field was just jogging in. The batsman just jogged through though. So 150 up now for the Bumblebees. 17 overs gone, so 15 balls left. They've got Wilhelm Esterhazen in the hutch. He opened the batting, got 50 off 40 deliveries. Now it's going to be Dharmesh Patel, I think. Back onto bowl. He opened the bowling from the Wally Wilson oval end. Now he's swapped back round to, we're going to call that the Basil Cruz Pavilion end. So they went for 10s. You're looking to keep it tight here. Oh gee, that's a lot of flight. He's not the quickest bowler, Dharmesh, but I think he's just got a hanging outside off stump here. He's got a straightish long off, deep extra cover and a deep backward point. There's plenty of protection on the offside if you can keep it out there. He doesn't want to get too straight, and that one's very straight, but batsman can't collect. And clipped out to the leg side for a single. Now both these teams opting for the similar kits here in the colourways. New York Thunderbolts team in the American colours, red, white and blue. Oh, well, heads out there. That has gone a long way. A very, very long way. Jan hits a very clean ball. The fielder going to get it. He's going to have to get the bus to come back with that one. It's hit very cleanly, just a bit too much length. And he's hit that high, hard and handsome for another maximum here. So 63 off 19 now for Jan. Will he be the first centurion of the LMS World Champs 2022? He hasn't got many balls left to get it, but he's been striking it very hard. Oh dear, this is going to go again. That's probably a no ball too. So the bowler's under pressure here. I'm not sure about that choice of tactics there. He's just given him the full toss knuckleball, and he's been clobbered over square leg for another 6. So the head's just starting to fall off a little here for the Thunderbolts. They tied down the Bumblebees effectively in the first 10 overs, but since then it's been carnage here on Gary Kirsten Oval. He's bowling leg spin now for the free hit, and it's good. Oh, well done by the fielder. He doesn't know where the ball is though, but he's managed to keep it to 2. Henry Minnar struggling there with a hamstring injury, but managing to get round. So leg spin again. Oh wow, that's another no-e. Fielder, you're going to keep for 2, but it's going to cost 5, and it's going to be another free hit. Not that it matters for Jan. He's trying to hit every ball for 6 here. Oh dear, so that's absolute cardinal sin from Dharmesh. His teammate will not be thanking him. That's the end of the over, and he's just said, have a free hit. First ball next over, mate, here you go. So that's probably a fine later in the fines meeting. So Bumblebees 2 overs left here, and they're going to be aiming 200. Jan Rademan needs 23 to bring up a century. The Bumblebees need 28 to bring up 200, so both still on. So Henry Minnar's got to be pushing 2 every ball here, I think. Try and get Jan on strike as much as possible. Basically a free hit now for Henry, this ball. Well, it is a free hit, but even if it wasn't, it is. He just needs to get Jan back on. So Viral into the wicket, cobbed out to long off for the single.
Just send me the link that you need and some stuff you do. I'll come up with it. I'm assuming that's Vinny. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, send it to me. I'll just do the next minute.
I've just seen now Manoj Oswald just taking his 100th wicket of the year for the Black Eagles. This one's chipped up. Is the keep going to get there? No. Not called no ball, just below the waist there. Excuse me. So this country's not looking good now for Jan. Just 8 balls left in the innings. But he's got the opportunity to hit the 12 off the final ball. If the Bumblebees get that, he's going to be tough work for the Thunderbolts. This one's clubbed out through point. Great shot by Henry. A great shot for one, as they say. So Jan here, 78 off 23 deliveries. He's going bang. Across his crease. Stump straight. Viral sticks out that red boot. Takes a deflection and manages to keep it to 1. Jan unhappy with himself there. That was in the arc and ready to go out the park. Nice shot there by Mina. Was that a dot ball? Keeper's nearly cleaned up the umpire there, throwing the ball back. But all in good fun. Guys, all okay? So final over here now. Bumblebees 176 for 5. It's going to be Dharmesh Patel to bowl again here. Three overs, 0 for 42, so he'll be looking to not go for a 50 himself. I think that's a rule we should look at bringing in. If a bowler goes for 50, he also must retire. Someone's clobbered leg side towards the cars. Just runs across the bonnet of a Land Cruiser over there. No damage though. So Jan up to 85 off 25 balls. Unbelievable hitting from Jan Radaman here. He's brought the fireworks here for the Bumblebees. Strike rate of 340, 9 sixes and 3 fours. He's eyeing up 100 as well. Needs 15 more. Of course, the last ball hits the 6, that's 12. So Dharmesh. Oh my gosh, he's nearly killed his teammate there, Henry. They're going to come back for 2. They are. Got to get Jan back on strike. And that's well done there. Great running by the Bumblebees. Henry Minnar knows the score. Great team player. He had out of the blocks there like a Kamikaze Bumblebee and manages to get back for 2. So 87 off 26 now. Unlucky number in Australia. So everyone cross your fingers if you're watching on. Now Henry Minnar's not happy there with Jan. He said, come on mate, please hit some boundaries. I'm in trouble here with my running. He's got a hamstring injury and he's been run out, but it's a great team made again there. That literally was Kamikaze that second, but he's managed to get Jan back on strike. Now Wilhelm Esterhuizen's going to come back and join his mate Jan. They had a great partnership earlier for the final 2 deliveries. But Jan now on 88, so the 100's in sight. He's got options. He can go .12 or 612 or... Oh, and it might be .12. How good would this be? A home run to bring up 100, that would be a top 10 moment. Last ball here. 12 needed for a ton. Oh, and he's got it! That's 100! Jan Radaman brings up his century with a home run! I hope we've got that on the live streaming there. What a hit that was. 100 for Jan Radaman. Well batted, man. Ten sixes and 3 fours in his innings, 100 off 29 balls. We unfortunately didn't capture his first 50, but we definitely got the last bit. He has smashed it here. A century for Jan Radaman, and that's the end of the innings. Bumblebees finishing up on 197 for 6 off their 20 overs. Matthew Dixon, 10 off 7. Wilhelm Esterhuizen batted nicely, just anchored the innings there, 50 off 40. Jamie Ferreira, 6 off 7. LBW to Parekh, who bowled very well. Jan Radaman was basically a one-man band, apart from Wilhelm, 100 off 29 balls. Vian Meyer, he was run out first ball, just had a bit of a brain fade there and caught napping. Paul Rue, 6 off 4. Henry Minnar also run out, but good team player, was just trying to get his mate back on strike. 19 off 15. Yako Venter, 6 off 2. And run through the bowlers, Dharmesh Patel, 0 for 63 off his 4. That's a bit expensive, but he actually bowled okay in his first 2 overs. He went for 43 in his last 2. Raj Mahabate, 2 for 31 off 4. Ujesh Kalara, 0 for 40 off 4. And Viral Parekh, the pick of the bowlers, 1 for 17. Manu Sharma had 2 overs, 0 for 26. And Amit Saxena, 2 overs, 1 for 20. So So unreal scenes here. Jan Rademan hits a 6 to bring up 100 off the last ball. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes here with the Thunderbolts chase. They're up against it though. They need 198 to win in essentially a knockout match. The winner of this through to the cup finals. The loser will have to settle to playing for the plate. So we'll take a break here. I'm going to get some water. My voice is fading and we'll be back soon.
Come on.
Can you? Oh, that's awesome, man. Can you? Can you Bluetooth that to me? How does this work?
I'll dump all the footage to
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Savo.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just take a video of this as a Savo. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, let's see if it's working. Or maybe just reset it and just play the first 5 seconds and I'll just video it and then say Savo must get this.
Yeah, unfortunately the base plate was locked in, so I couldn't immediately
that's
pan, and then I had to unlock it and I could follow him. Yeah, I think last year he hit 50 of 16.
One better this or two balls better.
In the in the plate final.
Oh right.
Or in one of the games.
You get it clean edgy.
Yeah. That Jan had got run out. He can also pump it a bit, but yeah, I'm glad Jan got into it.
They're in a bit of a strife if there wasn't for his luck there.
Yeah.
Because at one point I put a mess in the group and that could be a boil over here.
But that was when I told you I wouldn't have taken that catch that brought Jan back in.
Yeah. Are they?
Because they had 2 in the bank.
Yeah. Only after they took that catch and they started dropping them all.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because if you've got 2 openers in the clubhouse, you keep the last 2 in the middle, because then it's about run rate. You're not going to bowl out the team anymore.
Running, doing some water or anything?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Are you right to just watch the stuff?
Yeah. I'll sit here anyway.
Okay, cheers. My laptop up and start charging it. If I'm not back in time and you want to start, you just clip that to on and you're good to go.
Okay.
Hi. Game okay today?
Yeah. Is it? Right.
Told you get a few good shots. Came a bit late than I expected, but
Yeah.
they came. Björn.
And we're back for the start of the second innings. Get the peel there from Kamikaze Bumblebees. Down low the bowler. Unfortunately, getting the run out. His batting innings. Getting the run out with the innings, so it's the bowling end here. He's got a score to settle. Wasn't happy with that run out. Just seeing some excellent hitting on the Radaman, getting to his 100. Getting runs on this pitch. Let's see what the Kamikaze Bumblebee bowlers can do. They restrict the score here. Excellent fielding, cut up on the boundary there. And that's the wicket. Not being able to do it with the bat, getting into the action with the ball. New York Thunderbolts got off to a good start here. Bumblebees posted the massive score of 197. Take some chasing here. Are you good to go for a couple of minutes? You can call Sharon. Because she just scored. Jan Meyer, final ball of his first over, already into the wickets. Unfortunately, that run out for him. Definitely want to get his tail up with the bowling here. Not start near Thunderbolts would have wanted, but Joe Stein scored nearly 200.
Here we go, Vian. Send him packing.
Ahmed, the new batsman. He would have had to have his feet up a bit longer. Bjorn finishing off with a dot ball there. Excellent first over, 2 runs from it, 1 wicket.
Go chase the snake.
Thanks, Father Hendrik. We are back here. Now we've got the Kamikaze Bumblebees defending 197 against the New York Thunderbolts. Some unbelievable hitting from Jan. So Big Jan brought up his century with a home run off the last ball.
Do it. Alright. Do it. Continue faces up.
Trying to pick up on some
Bedoel die Albie.
intel here. You tell him to go full and straight. This is out. Fielder coming around, he's taking it. Didn't want to commentate too much and put him off. He's looking for the double play, but gets back. Well completed. So that's another wicket down here for the Thunderbolts. So the Bumblebees sitting pretty at the moment. Defending 197. So great catch here by Maya and good bowling here by Jaco Venter. So Dharmesh Patel was the first to go, caught Esterhazen. Now was that man Vihan Maya, 1 for 2 off his first over, the opening over here. We'll see if we can get him across for a quick little interview now. But how's the wicket playing?
It's alive.
It's alive, the wicket's alive, that's good.
The other side's going to keep short. It's going to keep low.
What did you make of Jan's innings? Some brutal hitting.
Beautiful, beautiful innings.
So the Bumblebees, they're smiling at the moment.
Jana, kom bietjie stryd dit Tom. Dankie, ek gaan bietjie om, né?
Got some fantastic footage of Jan hitting some huge sixes towards the Basil Cruz Pavilion end. Oh, and it gets the outside edge. So Jaco Venter shaping the ball nicely here. Gets the outside edge, but no slip in play. You don't often see it in last man stands. That would have been a great highlight if we got a first slip catch there. You're just putting it up in the wind here, letting the wind take it away from the right-handers. And again, oh, there we go, well respected. A good start here from the Bumblebees. They've got using the power play, they've got the cover in. Cover third man, deep points in the long off. This one's pushed to that man at cover. Great tactics here from the Bumblebees, using the power play to great effect. Got the long on them, we've got a deep, just a man basically just on by himself out there on the deep square leg boundary. Again, letting the wind do its work, and oh, a little bottom edge, but great work by the keeper there, Esterhazen.
But was it anything I'm kind.
Great work there by Jaco Venter, just letting the ball shape away from the right-handers. Managed to get the edge, but no slip in place. It's going to be Vihan Maya. Ball in hand, round the wicket. Interesting to see a replay there. Just hitting outside the line, I think. Maybe looked a little high. I think that one's out though. Just bowled him, great delivery there, right at the base between off and middle peg. And the Bumblebees making a statement here. Of course, unfortunately with the rain out, they were well ahead of the game on Tuesday. The rain came and replaying this match here, but they've came with a point to prove. A little bit of a wobble the first few overs of their batting, but built a nice platform. Jan Radaman smoked it everywhere to get up to 197, and Vihan Maya and Jaco Venter have each picked up a wicket in each of their overs. So New York Thunderbolts 4 for 3 after 2.2, in a little bit of trouble. Gaurav Jaiswal caught Maya, bowled Venter for 1. Dharmesh Patel caught Esterhazen, bowled Maya for 1. And Vaibhav Gera, the most recent man to depart, bowled by Maya. So a little bit of trouble here for the Thunderbolts. They do have Viral Parekh and Amit Saxena at the crease now, and they handy batsmen, so see how they go. Of course, the New York team, they are not used to playing on the natural turf wickets. They normally play on matting wickets over there in New York, so a bit of an adjustment with the bat. The sun's just coming through the clouds now, just adding to my sunburn for the week. Nicely played there by Viral. Clamps down on that one, down to long off for a single. Not taking the power play now. They've gone back to 3-3. They've got the mid wicket in relatively close though. And Amit, same as Viral, but pushes this one back to the bowler. So Vihan just trots in off a few steps, but he bowls a pretty heavy ball. Big shoulders on the man. He goes a short ball now, a good carry through to the keeper. And that's the end of another over. So it's going to be Venter to bowl his second here, I believe. Shaping the ball away from the right-handers and pushed into the covers. So great bowling here by the Bumblebees. They finished the innings like a house on fire, and they've started this new innings with plenty of intent. The Thunderbolts are in trouble here, still stuck in the clouds. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Unlucky, Jakey. Unlucky, Willem. Keep on!
As that ball got let go, that had highlight written all over it. It was either going to be out or 6, but just squirts away down the fine leg for 2.
Nice, Jakes.
So great shape here. They're inviting the Thunderbolts to hit to the leg side, but it's against the swing, slightly into the breeze as well. Parekh just rocks onto the back foot. Doesn't time it, but out to point for 1.
Hy staan oop om daan toe te gaan. So ek dink jy gaan nog baie, dan kom ek net reg uit dit. Maar nie vir die ou nie, want hy gaan nie slaan nie. Hy staan heeltemal so. Ja.
So, trying to pick up on a few tactics here, might need some translation from Hendrik.
Discussing the batsman's stance.
Ja, JC! Ball on!
So we've had they're just discussing where the batsman's looking to hit the ball, and I think that Jan's going to be in for a few catches based on the stance. It's quite open.
Okay, Jan. Oh, dat is ek, Jan. Jan.
So Jaco Venter finishes off another tight over there. New York Thunderbolts 9 for 3 after 4, so they're requiring 11.81, only going at 2.25 at the moment, so well behind the 8 ball. I'm trying to think of a good pun about the sun coming out and the Thunderbolts' chances going away with the clouds, but I haven't quite got there yet. So Vihan, he's got it's almost like a, that was absolutely dead plumb. Yorker hit him flush on the toe there. Looks pretty adjacent for where I'm sitting. It might have been going under middle. That was the only thing that was going to save him there. So the Kamikaze Bumblebees, they're well in control of this match. Final pool match of this group, and if it stays with the status quo, the Bumblebees will qualify for the Cup final starting from tomorrow. Got some work in my hands this afternoon to sort out the fixtures, but we'll be releasing them later on. This will be a great boost for the Bumblebees' net run rate as well. They don't want to be playing in one of those qualified knockout games. They want to go straight through. So Vian Mai here, bit of Bob Willis about him, trundles in from the side. Very smooth run up, shaping the ball away. So Bob Willis is a bit easier for me to say than Vihan Mai, so I'm going to call him Bob Willis from now on. Now he's changed run up here, so he's straightened up his run up, and he's gone the short ball. And ducked under there by Viral Parekh. Love to see a bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of spice in this game. So Vian, half an appeal but way too high. It wasn't really even an appeal, to be honest. I'll give him that one. And they scamper a little bit inside edge maybe as well. So Vian in again. Ooh, and this one's clamped down. And great fielding there by the big man. Across the square and keeps it to a dot ball. Great work of his own bowling there. So it's all smiles at the moment for the Bumblebees. So Vian, Bob Willis, Meyer coming back towards long off here. And Jaco Venter ball in hand again for his third over. Shaping away again. Pushing to the covers, half a chance for a run out. Venter couldn't quite get round and flick it into the keeper there.
buiten. Ja, voor ons. Net aan.
Oh, wow, it's a nice hit, but will it go to the fielder and collect it out there? Great catch in the deep. So all things just coming up roses here for the Bumblebees. Another wicket falls.
Ja, hij staat voorbij. En dan wil hij niet.
Slightly into the wind. If that was with the wind, it would have been massive to this side, but long hit out there, square the wicket. To see Dr. Doshan joining us here. These boys, Shotfire Lions, about to go again soon. What time's your game?
No, we're off today.
Are you off today?
Yeah, we ended. So we're playing tomorrow. We don't know who we're playing yet.
Nursing some sore heads or some sore bodies today? Heads, sore heads today.
Yeah, when you get an off day, that's what's going to happen. Lovely, mate. It's good quality cricket today.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's great to have the Shotfire Lions here from Peter Maritzburg. Of course, a strong side, some great players in their team. Got Robbie Freilink, who's now retired, but he's playing a bit of cricket for the Shotfire Lions. Got Warren Mungu, who bowls a heavy ball. Yako Venter in here again. Completely different bowler to Mungu, but just as effective at the moment. Oh, and he's knocked him over. What a delivery that was. Started on leg stump, just shaping away and played all around it. So the Bumblebees are really driving home the nail here, 12 for 6. So the Thunderbolts got 70 in the first innings in their match on Monday. They got washed out. And he's struggling to get to that here. Still a long way to go, but they're 12 for 6 in the 6th over. Yako Venter bowling beautifully here. Just goes to show you don't have to be the fastest bowler. Just put it on the spot, bit of shape, let the ball do the work.
One more. Ja. En dan 12. Alleen 12, Jake. Doesn't for half a dozen. Ja. So hij took 3.
So unfortunately, the New York Thunderbolts in a bit of strife here. The previous lowest score for the tournament was 14 by the amusement park, so they'll be hoping to get above that. No one wants that infamy, unfortunately. Travelled a long way to be here, the guys from New York, so it's great to have them here, but not used to the turf wickets, and they've just come a little unstuck here, chasing a big total. This one's pushed out along the ground for another drop ball. It looks like Vihan Meyer's going to go again here. So Vihan Meyer, 3 for 5 off 3. Yako Venter, very expensive, 3 for 6. I'm sure he'll get fined for that. Vihan just bringing the man at square leg in. I think they're going for the 2-card trick here. We might see a short ball, we might just see the Yorker. Try and get a bit of intel here from Jan. We're going to see bumper or Yorker here. He's saying bumper. And he goes length. We're all wrong. So the new man here the first relatively new at the crease, but Ujesh Kalara just faced the 1 ball. Manu Sharma, 2 off 2 at the other end. Yorker again, and gets the inside edge, but squirts away for a single. So fantastic bowling here by the Bumblebees. The Bumblebees there could be a surprise packet for the tournament here. Ooh, a big flurry with the bat there, but no contact. The men from Cape Town using their local conditions to their advantage here. That's a nice looking shot though. Clapped out into the offside for a single. Just looking at the groups here. So a lot of the groups starting to finish here. Of course, the world #1 Masagami in this group as well. So Kamikaze Bumblebees look like they're going to go through with Masagami. The two South African teams coming out. We see a short ball there from Vihan. Just letting him know he's still got it up his sleeve. I'm predicting Yorker next delivery. But he's not going to be a next delivery because that is, and Vihan, I don't know if he should have bowled that bounce. He looks pretty sore there. So Vihan Ma finishes his spell here. Very expensive spell. 3 for 8 off 4. Bowled a fantastic Yorker. There's a couple of close LBW shouts as well that were turned down. So Jaco Venter in for his 4th. Ooh, and that's well bowled. It just hangs it up there. So Thunderbolts, the batsman just enjoying a bit of a hit out there now. Manu Sharma 3 off 5, Ujesh Kalara 1 off 3. The Venter in again. Oh, and that looked very adjacent across his crease. Across the line, across his crease, and that looked like he was pitching middle, hitting middle. And the umpire agrees with Jaco Venter and gets the finger up. So unfortunately it's all going wrong here for the Thunderbolts. It was a must-win game, but they've been reduced for 15 for 7 in the 8th over. So very unfortunate here for them. But the men from Cape Town, they won't be too concerned. They're happy to qualify through for the Cup finals. Hendrik, where are they from? Somerset West. So the boys from Somerset West making a statement here. They are probably a little bit frustrated they had to replay this game. They were well ahead of the target they would have needed to be when the rain came. Ooh, and well played there. So interesting to see what Ujesh Kalara does here. He's got 62 balls to have a net here if he wants. The Bumblebees will be looking to finish it in 1. Ooh, again across his crease. It's just dangerous. When you're putting your pad across the stumps like that, you're just tempting the umpire to get the finger up. And he makes contact with the bat here. I want to see him. I want to see a 6 from Ujesh. He's come a long way. And again, good forward press. Love to see it. So Ujesh, if he wants to, he's got 60 balls just to have a little practice here, enjoy the South African sun. And we're finally going to see a change of bowling here. Vihan Ma and Jaco Venter, what a partnership with the new ball. Vihan did a few impersonations there. He had his Bob Willis impersonation out at one point with the away swing, and he straightened up his run up and went hard into the pitch with a bit of spice. And Jaco Venter has just been swinging it away from the bat. Now it's going to be Jamie Ferreira, the skipper. He's got a very busy action, all arms and legs. He starts hard length, pushed out into the offside. I want to see the slip in here. Jamie, you're the skipper, get the slip in, mate. Who's just not quite ready there and just pulls away. Thankfully that ball didn't hit the stumps because there would have been a discussion, I imagine. So Ferreira, the skip here, I think he needs to go slip, get the bat pad in as well. Oh, now we're just seeing back in. I don't know if that was the cutter, but just seemed in. If the bat pad had been in, it would have been out. But no one ever listens to me. And now